the details of that statement, and it's right there on your screen. It says the attention of the Minerals Commission has been drawn to publications on social media that civil society organizations in the country have vehemently kicked against the attempt by a mining firm to mine in the Kakum National Park in the Central Region. According to the CSOs, the move follows an application by the High Street Limited to the Minerals Commission for a license to mine in the Kakum National Park. The Commission wishes to inform the CSOs and the public that the application by High Street Limited was rejected and therefore cannot be processed or considered whatsoever. Consequently, the Commission has deleted the application from the online mining. The Commission wishes to assure the public no mineral right, whether for prospecting or mining, shall be considered or granted in the Kakum National Park. And it's signed by Chief Executive Officer Martin Kweku Eyisi. I have been joined by Dr. Mustafa Saidu. He is the Executive Director of Nature and Development Foundation. Thank you so much, sir, for your time this morning. I want us to look more into this claim of licensing to mine in the Kakum National Park.
Yes, good morning.
Right. So, Doc, first, what do you make of a company having the audacity, if I may put it, to actually ask for a license to mine at the Kakum National Park?
Yes, Aisha, is very worrying because this application by the company is grounded under a new regulation that was passed in November last year. It's called Environmental Protection Mining and Forest Reserve Regulations, LI 2462, that allows mining in all forest reserves with few exceptions. So it just tells you that all the forest reserves in this country, including the Kakum National Park, can be put under mining. And so we are not surprised that a company has actually applied for that. The audacity, like you put it, or to even think about applying for a mining lease in the Kakum National Park is worrying. It just tells you that there is no forest reserve in this country that is protected from mining. Every forest reserve is a candidate mining site under these new regulations.
This reminds us, of the bigger picture of how well we are protecting our forest reserves. And you rightly indicated what ideally should have been the situation.
So we know, and I said this in before, we already have enough in our hands with respect to illegal mining in off-reserve, in forest reserve. For governments to add to this problem by opening up forest reserve for mining is unfortunate, to say the least. So for me, and what we are asking for as civil society is for government to reconsider this law, amend it or repeal it totally. I think we have enough land outside forest reserves where we can mine. To think that the few areas that are reserved for forest reserves, for the protection of water bodies, for providing permit for cocoa, should also be given out for mining is very challenging to understand the reasoning behind it. And so we think that we don't need to mine in our forest reserve. Forest reserve need to be protected. There's a reason for reserving those forest reserves, and we need to protect them as such and maintain them under perpetual forest cover and not open them for mining. Indeed, if we open them for mining, I can tell you for a fact that we will have a difficulty ever putting those areas back to forest, because once you're opening them up, you're opening them, the rules and everything for the illegal guys to go in, and they will ever remain there. And then you will never have a chance of bringing any forest. In fact, when you take natural forest, there is no any artificial resemblance to natural forest you can ever have there. And for me, if we're doing underground mining, that's okay. But to do an open cast mining in forest reserve, they are never compatible with sustainable forest management, and they cannot go together.
I'm grateful for your time. Dr. Mustafa Yusuf is with the Nature and Development Foundation. He is the Executive Director.